yesterday, I think 2 days ago, an hour ago. Okay, it's fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's fresh in both of our minds. Hello,
Yeah.
and welcome to the Real Horror Show. I'm your host, Samantha, joined by the Stormy Skies.
Hello, listeners.
Speaking of stormy skies, now that I'm getting notifications for
Yeah.
r/tornado,
Yeah.
there's like a crazy fucking huge storm cell predicted to move across the US
For
next
April.
week.
Oh, damn. Yeah. I see
So,
that a little bit on my like Weather Channel app, but like today is super dreary, Sam, and it's like gonna
mhm.
rain all day.
uh, that
Great.
sucks.
It's just so great.
But at least the rain is washing away the tree sperm that's currently trying to kill me.
Yeah, I guess it washes away it. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm drinking my lemon tea. I'm
Oh,
gonna chug through this mini show and then I'm gonna go lay on the couch and
ooh, yeah.
be snuggled up.
That sounds wonderful.
Allergies
Yes.
are terrible, but not quite as
Oh
terrible
God.
as hearing the beating of that damned heart,
Yeah.
which is what we're talking about today. So this is our mini show. We're a bit more relaxed in the mini show. We're just watching a show together. We started doing this because we were already talking about shows we were watching and we decided to just make it a thing. And
Yeah.
this week we're talking about episode 5 of The Fall of the House of Usher, which is an adaptation of The Telltale Heart.
Yeah.
Um, Vic finally got hers. Um,
Mhm.
which hers was not as brutal, but also the most
Yeah.
horrifying, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, because it's the first one that Roderick witnessed with his own eyes.
Yeah.
And then again, I think this was a really good adaptation of The Telltale Heart. So I
It
didn't
was.
reread it, but
Yeah.
Telltale Heart is the most famous.
We already know what happens. Yeah.
Like, I feel like you read it every year in English class
Dude,
in
yeah.
school. So Telltale Heart, the short story is about a guy who killed another guy, hid his heart under the floorboards, and
Well, his whole body actually, but yeah.
his but it's the floorboards. The heart is making the floorboards do the
Yep,
thing.
it's the floorboards are the things that they're under there. It's under
Yep.
there. Damn it.
And
Or
so he's being investigated for the crime and he's like, I don't know, I didn't do it. But the whole time he's slowly going mad because the heart keeps beating. It keeps beating underneath the floorboards until finally he snaps and he's like, it's the beating of the damned heart, and rips up the floorboards and
yeah.
there's the body and he gets arrested. And
I know. God damn it. He could have avoided all that for real.
yeah, and we see that happen with Vic this episode
Yeah.
where her wife slash business partner is rightfully upset when she learns that Vic is trying to move forward with human trials when they are clearly not ready for human trials. And her wife knows this. And then she's like, hey, you needed to get approval to do this surgery anyway. How did you get approval?
Yeah.
And it's revealed that Vic forged her signature. And she's like, oh, fuck
Mm,
you. I don't give a shit about the NDA. I'm going to expose all of this because this is completely unethical.
yeah.
And then Vic kills her wife by accident,
Yeah.
but doing so caused her to snap and go mad. And by the end of the episode, we realized that she cut open her wife's chest and used the heart squeezy thing,
Yeah.
which I guess is supposed to help your heart pump blood the way it's supposed to. So, like, if you have
Yeah.
something like cardiomyopathy or an irregular heartbeat, it's supposed to
Yeah.
regulate that. It's supposed to, which is it's a great invention in theory,
Ooh.
but it's
Yeah.
not working. And Vic won't accept that it's not working because she wants her father's funding. She wants her
Ah,
father's love and approval, like all the other Usher kids.
yeah.
And so at the end of the episode, we see that Vic has just been talking to her wife's corpse.
And like
Um,
calling her also, like,
yeah.
please answer my phone.
And like that corpse practical effect looked incredible.
Pretty great.
It was
Yeah.
very upsetting to look at.
Yeah, I didn't know because in the show, whenever they break up, she just leaves, but we didn't know that she actually threw that thing at her head
Mhm.
and she killed her. So I was like, oh shit, she actually killed her.
Yeah, we were left
Yeah, they tricked
not
us.
exactly knowing what happened to her wife. We just knew that her wife wasn't talking to her anymore because she was going to
Yeah,
expose what the Ushers were doing, or specifically what Vic was doing.
yeah.
So it's revealed at the end that Vic did kill her when she threw the marble bookend at her
Yeah.
head.
shit directly at the back of her head. And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
I liked that twist. It felt very true to the short story.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of, I feel like it's set up for us to think that it's going to be like Verna actually going under the knife, and then something
Yeah.
goes wrong there. Goes wrong there.
Yeah.
But I think this worked much better because once again, Verna is giving the Usher children the opportunity to do what's right in the
Yes,
situation. And
definitely.
for the last like 3 episodes, Verna's a heart patient character has been very hesitant, but Vic has been lying to her, saying it's totally safe. We're totally safe and it's going to work and we're going to save your life. And she's just been lying. And the whole time, Verna's like coaxing her to be truthful and
Yeah.
honest.
Right. Yeah. It's like a Saw 10 situation
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah. You're giving them the opportunity to do what's right.
Yeah.
And then, meanwhile, in the past,
Yeah.
we went back to New Year's Eve 1980, which we're not supposed to talk about because they did
Yeah.
something bad that we still don't know what they did.
I know. I wonder what it was.
This time they're establishing alibis, and we see the first time Roderick steps out on Annabelle Lee.
Ooh, yep.
And while he's
Damn.
stepping out on Annabelle Lee, we see Madeline talking with young Verna, or just Verna, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bartender Verna, I guess. Yeah.
bartender Verna, which is making me wonder maybe it's Madeline that's cursed because so far we haven't seen like Roderick have any like physical romantic interaction with her. However, we
Yeah.
did just see Madeline and Verna kiss.
They kiss because it's New Year's Eve in the ball drops. I
Hmm.
guess all swept up.
I can't remember off the bat if Roderick told Verna what he wants, but we did just see Madeline say what she wants, which is to be rich and not to rely on a man
Yeah.
and
And to live forever.
to live forever. And it feels like that kiss kind of sealed that deal between Madeline and Verna.
Yeah.
And if we look at future Madeline,
Hmm.
she is rich,
Yeah.
but she's still living underneath the power of a man, her
Uh-huh.
brother.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if all of this is happening because of Madeline's wish, and it's Verna coming to give Madeline what she wished for.
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting because now this gives us kind of like a new uh like angle to the story that we didn't think of because I really didn't think I knew Madeline was just like always around, but I didn't think that it
Mm-hmm.
was her curse or anything.
Because think about it, even
Yeah.
if Roderick did die, Madeline's not going to be the one to inherit the Usher brand. She's not going to inherit the Usher legacy. It'll probably be one of his kids as his next
Unless
of
they're
kin.
dead. Yep.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like it's Madeline. It's Verna who made the deal with Madeline to kill all of them.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, I'm still waiting for like the ball drop that Madeline is in love with her brother, but I don't know, maybe she's just asexual.
Yeah, maybe she is.
That's that's also
Yeah,
acceptable, but I
it
still lean
is.
towards the incestuous vibes because there were incestuous vibes in the short story.
Right. I hope they do a little bit of incestuous stuff. Like when maybe when they were younger, they did something and then like
Hmm.
Annabelle Lee caught them and like got mad or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
she's not
still
with a
don't know
man
what
right
happened
now.
to Annabelle Lee.
Yeah, we don't. And then we know that Madeline's not with a man. She's just like always with her brother and
Hmm.
is just telling him what to do all the time. And he like kind of like sucks. He like doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Like he's just kind of there. Even in older age, I just kind of feel like he just kind of bores me when he
Hmm.
talks.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? The kids are more exciting.
Yeah.
But
Which, I mean,
yeah.
it makes sense that he's
Yeah.
boring because he's a chemist, a
Yeah.
pharmaceutical chemist who
Yeah.
had a dream. And I feel like everything he wants to achieve, he's motivated by Madeline. Like
Yeah.
he kind of sucks. He gets dismissed all the time,
Yeah.
but it's Madeline who comes in and is like, "Hey, don't take that shit."
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're gonna do this and this and this now, and that's how we're gonna get him. And he's like, "Wow, great plan. I didn't think of that 'cause I'm
Mhm.
stupid." Like, yeah, so
So I'm starting to think it's all
yeah.
perhaps not intentional because she
Um,
really doesn't seem to know what's going on.
yeah,
But I'm starting to lean towards um she and Verna made a deal. Whether or not Madeline knows about that deal
yeah.
is still up in the air. But I do think
And a kiss.
they
Yeah.
sealed it with a kiss,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
which cursed that the Roderick bloodline.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Roderick.
Um, Other revelations we got in this episode were, oh god, it just left my mind. Oh god, it just left my mind.
Was it the girl? Was it the other sister with the who like
Yeah,
has
yeah.
the workout thing?
Yes, the other sister saying
She's like, I
everything in
can't
her
do it.
life she has planned to the T.
Yeah.
That, do you think it was random, my husband, that we met at VidCon? No, I chose you
Ooh,
over
Yogi.
Yogi because you fit the brand better.
Yeah.
And
And he's like, I will leave you. And she's like, okay, yeah, whatever. God.
then oldest brother's wife is moving home
Yeah.
despite doctor's best orders, so that's gonna go terribly. I'm still trying to think of the short story that's related to that. Uh,
Like related to it, would it be like someone wrapped up like her?
yeah.
I
Does
don't
Edgar Allan
know.
Poe have like a mummy story or
There may be one. You'll have to Google it. I don't know.
Ugh.
It's been a long
you're
time.
you're the academic.
I know, but he has so many short stories and poems. It could even be a poem,
Hmm.
for all we know. So maybe there might be something about like someone who's wrapped up like a mummy. But there was a scene at the end
Oh,
where
the
Roderick was talking to
some
him for a
words with a
while.
mummy. Some words with a
Oh
mummy.
yeah, yeah, there you go. Some words of the mummy. Yeah, and the mummy's just
Is
like
a
fucking laying
satirical
there.
short story written by Edgar Allan Poe. So
Oh, haha,
maybe
it's funny.
maybe satire doesn't have to
Something.
be funny. It just needs to be
Yeah.
a commentary on the
Commentary,
current
yes.
state of society.
Aha, yeah. So it's probably like just talking to the mummy, and the mummy can't say anything back. Kind of like what's happening now with his wife,
Hmm.
who doesn't need to go home right now. I don't know what the deal is, but I don't know. I don't know what his plan is with her. He's been
Because he
like,
knows she's hiding something from him.
right, but like he just needs to chill it for a while.
Hmm.
I don't know. He's like all coked up all the time, I guess, unless he used all the drugs. I don't know.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
calm
One
soon.
of the
Yeah.
other revelations is at the funeral we saw each of their moms
Oh yeah, 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 we
for the
did.
first time.
Yeah, they're just kind of there.
And I thought that was very
Yeah.
eerie that
Mhm.
the father of your children won't even acknowledge you in your grief and they
I
only have each other to
know.
cling to.
Yep.
That's so
Yeah.
sad.
It
And
is fucked up.
just the way the like the his
Yeah.
like non quote unquote bastard children, Annabelle Lee's children, refer to them as they're the mothers.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Like,
mothers.
and
Yeah.
just you really got that tension in this episode of our dad put his dick in everything.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
what
don't know
Madeline said too.
we don't know how many of you there are just waiting to come and
Right.
take what you think belongs to you.
Oh, and that's what Madeline was saying too about like seeing the picture of the woman who looked like Verna, like
Hmm.
the who was like Verna cat rescuer, and she was like, this woman, we met her in 1980, and I don't know if like Roderick had sex with her that night, and she had a child that looks
Hmm.
just like her, and now she's back trying to like mess everything up and get her inheritance or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
Madeline, blame your brother for your problem.
wait, why did you start like getting with so many women though later? Like we don't see any of that happening yet. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
kind of hoping Annabelle Lee is still alive and
Yeah.
that she left of her own free will when Roderick started stepping out on her,
I
or
know,
she
or
walked
she's
in on a
dead.
or she walked in on a weird moment. But if she walked in on like a weird moment between Roderick
Yeah.
and Madeline, I
Yeah.
don't think she'd still be alive. I don't think Madeline would let her live if she was going to
Yes.
expose like brother and sister kissing.
Right. I mean, and that kind of reminds me of, have you ever seen uh Crimson Peak, the movie Crimson Peak?
I need to, but I
Oh
haven't
girl.
seen it yet.
There's a not saying that incest is excellent, but there's an excellent incestuous scene. And it's literally what we're talking about it because it's Tom Hiddleston and Jessica Chastain
Hmm.
together, and then his like wife walks in on them and she's like giving him like a hand job under his pants, and they're like making out and he's like touching her boot, like, but like in the same house where his woman is, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's like I could see that kind of thing um occurring maybe, but
Hmm.
like also I feel like they have like no chemistry on screen together, so
Yeah.
like we got to see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
I
I'm
need to see
intrigued.
Crimson Peak, I hear.
Yeah, it looks like it's on
So,
Netflix, girl.
because I need to see Crimson Peak because I also
Yeah.
need to see the new Haunted Mansion movie
Ah,
because a lot of people who are fans of the Haunted Mansion ride
yeah.
firmly believe that Crimson Peak started as Guillermo del Toro's Haunted Mansion movie that
Hmm.
Disney just refuses to give him. Because
Aha.
if you're
Yeah.
familiar with the ride, I guess there's a lot of references to the ride within Crimson Peak.
Ah, I'd have to watch it again, but I really like the ride in the original story, the Haunted Mansion. It's really
Yeah,
fun, and the music and songs and stuff.
because he's wanted to make that movie for so long and he had a really interesting idea for it. Where
Yeah.
like it's about the ride itself and how all the versions of the Haunted Mansion are connected and there's something sinister going on and then I think Crimson Peak was his more traditional adaptation of the ride.
Hmm.
So if you watch like the Eddie Murphy one, the new Lakeith Stanfield one, and Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak, you kind of get three different levels of horror
Yeah.
for your Haunted Mansion fans.
Right. That's really cool. But yeah, yeah, I'd have to rewatch. But yeah, girl, maybe we should watch this for real horror show if you think it's horrifying enough.
Yeah, I need to watch it. Um,
Or you can watch on your own. Yeah.
we'll see what we watch after
Yeah,
we're
we
done
still
with
have.
Saw
I
because there's a
oh
lot of good horror
yes.
movies coming out this year that we're gonna need
God.
to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. What's coming out?
Late Night with the Devil is currently in its limited theatrical run, but that's coming to Shudder in April.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
there's that Paul Wesley movie coming out,
Oh my
also on
God.
Shudder. We just need to see what's
Yeah.
coming out on Shudder.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Freaking love Paul Wesley forever.
yeah.
Seven forever. All right.
So,
Okay.
oh, I
Yeah.
also want to say that this episode had some really stunning visuals.
Yeah.
Where Roderick is fantasizing jumping out the window. I thought that was a really
Oh
cool
yeah.
visual moment.
Yeah, that was cool. But then I'm like, why does he suddenly want to kill himself like right now?
I think
What was wrong? Yeah.
I think he believes he is cursed and that if he
Ah,
dies, he can save his last three children,
okay.
but he doesn't have the balls to do it. And we know he
Damn.
doesn't have the balls to do it because we
It's
know
this
from
little
the first
bitch.
episode all of them are dead.
Yes, all of them are dead, so he just can't go through with it. And all he has left to do is talk to August, aka Augie, in
Yeah.
the shitty house that sucks. He's like, why are we here? I'm gonna tell you everything, but it's gonna take 12 hours to get to the point.
Mhm.
Uh,
Ooh, I just thought of something twisted.
oh yeah, yeah.
What if Roderick did stick it in Verna and Juno is Verna's daughter with him,
Hmm.
his second wife? Bum bum bum.
Whoa, whoa.
Because they do have a similar haircut, and I'm going by the logic. Well, like past
Yeah.
Verna has a similar haircut, and I'm going by the logic. Um,
Yeah, if they have a similar haircut, they're definitely related.
I
Um,
title this logic Men in Black 3 logic.
really,
Um,
what's that? What happens in Men in Black 3?
so there's only one other black guy in Men in Black. So Men in Black 3 is a time travel Men in Black
Yeah.
movie.
Uh-huh.
And they travel back in time at one point, and there's a
Yeah.
black security guard who dies.
Yeah.
And then his little son comes up and says, "What's wrong with my dad?" to Josh Brolin, who's playing the Tommy Lee Jones character in the past.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Your father was a brave man." And what do you know? The only other black guy in the past is
Is the dad of
Will
the
Smith's father.
yeah, the
So
dad of the black.
I have coined it Men in Black logic, where
That's funny.
if there's only one other character that has like similar attributes to another character, oh, they're probably related.
They're related. Hey, you know what? I hate to say it, and this is not a spoiler, but this happens also in a Spiral because Chris Rock is black. And you guessed it, the only other black actor is Samuel Jackson. And guess what? They are related.
Like, I'm fine if you want to do it, but just maybe diversify your cast a little more so the twist isn't so obvious.
Yeah, that as well. That's very funny. Yeah. So, yep. So that's happening. So, yeah, I'm looking at her. I'm looking at Juno. And yeah, despite the fact that she's like Scottish, you never know. She could also
You never know. It's just
Yeah.
everybody seems to hate Juno, and I like to think that maybe Juno has a bigger role than just Roderick's second wife.
Yeah, because remember she was like an addict, but now that she's on that pill, she's like totally
That's
great and
right.
healthy, and they're like
That's
so
right.
shocked. Yeah.
She's an advocate for his pill, so
Yeah, the pill, I
ooh.
forget the pill name, but like
Yeah, I'm
whatever it
hoping
is.
she has a bigger role than just she's
Yeah,
hated by all the children.
I know, but she must have some type of special thing going on because she's like not succumbing to like addiction from the addiction pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully,
Yeah,
we only have a
I
couple more
guess
episodes to go. They better get
we
wrap it
do.
all up soon.
And we only have a few more Saw movies to go. We're wrapping up this first half of the
Wow,
year right
amazing.
on time for
Right
our
on
little
time.
summer vacay.
Heck yeah, because it
We're
looks
we're
like
earning that little summer vacay this year.
we are. Yeah, the next episode is Goldbug, so like
Ooh,
maybe that's gonna be when Tamerlane dies.
that's
Uh,
a short
yeah.
story I'm not familiar with. I'm gonna actually have to read that maybe.
Yeah, dude, I don't think I've ever read Goldbug. I think I like,
And I
maybe I read the
appreciate that. I
summary.
appreciate that Mike Flanagan is also pulling from lesser known stories.
Yeah, yeah, because it could have been something else that's more well known, but yeah, Goldbug, and then Pit and the Pendulum, we all know that, and then The Raven, which is the
Ooh,
last
all
episode.
right.
Yeah,
That's
so
all I have for this week. I look forward to seeing what else we get from the Poe-verse.
you just saw six next then.
Saw 6 is next.
Let me look at these images real quick and see what the heck even friggin' happened. Oh, wait.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right.
Because it really starts to become like very after five, like forget about trying to remember what the fuck is happening in any of these
Okay.
movies.
Okay.
Forget it.
It's just we're at the
This
point in the Saw franchise where if it wasn't making so much money, it would
yeah.
all be straight to video.
Right, yes, but the people just they eat the shit up. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so now I remember what's going on with this, and this is a funny one because I'm pretty sure this may fuck. I don't know. This is a movie where we get flashbacks of Jigsaw and they're trying to make him like younger.
Oh no. I've seen clips of these at least.
Yeah, this might be the movie where he says the famous piranha line. So we'll have to see.
All right.
Yeah, and of course, Sexy Costas is still there. All
Yeah.
right, so yeah, we'll take care of that business and meet up next week after watching Saw 6, moving right along.
Yeah. All
Do-do-do-do.
right. So watch Saw 6, watch episode 6, and
Yeah.
we will talk later.
All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.